What's going on YouTube? It's me, First Year Review, back here for another video. Today we got something different. We don't gotta repeat again. But I try to make every video different, but it's something I actually had before and I posted it on my Instagram at First Year Review. So we'll just get into that. And before I start, I just want to say like, comment, share, subscribe. Any topics, movies, shows, anything you want me to talk about, any food you want me to try in the GTA, I'm down to try and make a video on it. Also, I always forget to say this. The description down below has timestamps. So say, for example, you'd want to hear me talk at the very beginning, because usually for the first half of the video, I talk about the food for a bit before I get into topics. You can actually go there and it skips right to the topics and you just hear me talk about that. So with that being said, today we have Osmows. Yes, Osmows. Osmows is a Mediterranean, like shawarma type place. They got a bunch of things. They got like shawarmas, but this right here is a chicken on the sticks, which is like fries. It's got a garlic sauce on top of it, and then chicken, and then hot sauce and sumac. I usually get extra hot sauce just because I feel like their distribution of hot sauce actually is atrocious. So they put like one line on it. Here, I'll open it up here so you can see. So here it is. They put like one line like that, and no, I don't need that. So basically what I do is I take the hot sauce right here. It's extra. I have to open it downwards because so much air gets in it and it likes to shoot out, and I don't know why. I guess it's just pressure, but so I open up here, and I like to just, put a bit more hot sauce on it. Like, I feel like medium's not enough, but if I put hot, I'll end up dying, so I'm not trying to die from Osmows. Imagine? No, we're not trying to have that. So let's get into it. I'm actually the type of person who does not like to mix my food. I do not like to mix food. So if I have food like this, I'll tend to not mix it because I just don't like how it looks. I feel like it looks less appetizing. So I'll just eat like this and go to the side. I actually already ate today too. I had a little bit of like a snack. I was at a place called Sopong. I was so upset because I was so hungry and I got that as like a little snack. I completely forgot to take a picture of it. So what I got was these fried dumplings. They're pretty good. 7 dumplings for $6. That's actually very good. 7 dumplings for $6. So I got that, and that was pretty good. And also got a, what was it? It was like a chicken bowl type thing. Had chicken in it, had corn, rice, sprouts, all these things in it. I want to go there again, not only just to eat, but to also like take a picture of it too, because it actually looked pretty nice. So Osmows is very consistent in its taste. It tastes good. But my problem with it sometimes it's inconsistent. Like, for the most part, it's consistent. Oh wow. But sometimes it'll be pretty inconsistent. It just tastes different. For example, this specific Osmows I have a problem with sometimes because sometimes they'll give me the fries and it will be undercooked. Similar to the Five Guys video I took last time where I was talking about how the fries taste a little bit undercooked because I was like, I came there at the end. So they most likely were giving me fries that were a bit rushed. That's how this one kind of tastes too. Not right now, but like sometimes it does. Also, sometimes the fries will be cold. Right now the fries are cold, but I think that might just because fries get cold really quickly. Also, I have a problem. Not a problem. I like to waste time, so I will come home and then set up the whole thing to take a video instead of setting it up beforehand and then going and come back, just being able to take the video faster. Also, you know what I see a lot of people do? A lot of people will, like, for example, hold this up to the camera and that'll be their That'll be their screenshot, and that'll be their picture for YouTube, which is really good because that's what I want to do too. But I also need to take a picture for Instagram, because Instagram, when you take pictures in 16:9, like the ratio, the picture kind of seems smaller and it has like a widescreen look on it. I don't really like that on Instagram specifically. I like when Instagram's in like the 4:3 aspect ratio. It just looks better to me. So I'll usually take the Instagram photo, switch to 16:9, take the YouTube photo, and then set up. But you know, for the most part, it's okay. Food doesn't. I think there's a burnt piece of beef there, or chicken, or maybe a burnt fry. You can't really see it actually. There you go. Crunchy. Wow. I got this because I was also feeling Osmows. I wanted to make a video, so here we are. Like I said, it's good. The fries are pretty good. The chicken tastes pretty good. The sauce, I think the sauce is what stands out for them. Their garlic sauce. But I also feel like their hot sauce stands out, like in terms of taste. Like, so when I got medium right now, I put a little bit extra. It doesn't got too much heat to me personally, but once you do get, like, it has a good flavor to it. But a lot of times you will get like a lot of heat if you put too much hot sauce on it. So it's definitely one of those hot sauces that if you have a little bit on it or a good amount on it, it's not too hot, but the more you put on it, it increases the heat just off the sheer amount of hot sauce you have on it. Anyway, how's everyone's day today? My day's alright. Kind of sucks though. It's just winter. I absolutely hate the winter. It just gets dark so fast. The cold makes me like really not feel good mentally and things like that. So, and plus all the worst things happen to me in the winter. So anything that's bad that's gonna happen to me in the year happens to me in the winter all in one go. Or about half of the food, so I'm into some of the topics I want to talk about today. I don't think I'm going to finish this just because, like I said, I already ate from beforehand, but I still wanted more food, so I'm here and I got this. Also, I hate feeling full. I hate the most is feeling full. How's it feels in my stomach? Don't like it at all, but... So the first one is the SZA album. The SZA album came out after like 4 years, I think. When did Control come out? 2018, 2017? It was a pretty good album. I liked it. There's a lot of highlights on it. Someone said she makes side chick music, which is like, it just sounds so true when I think about it, but someone said she's a woman version of Future. Now I can't hear it, but the production's really good. Lyrically, it's really good too. I wouldn't say it's better than Control, just for the reason that I think I like the production on Control better and kind of the subject matter better. Even though the subject matter is kind of, a lot of it like is the same points, like touches on it, but it's still really good. She got some rapping tracks on this too. There are a few things that take it away from you. So the first is the album is super long. I cannot sit through long albums like that anymore. Like I can, but it has to be from like one of my favorite artists, or has to be a really highly anticipated album for me personally, for me to do it. So I actually don't even remember the last time I sat through a 20, like Carter 5 I think was 20 something songs, 30 something. I sat through that. Obviously, a Lil Wayne. Donda was long too, sat through that, and then CLB, like by Drake, was also very long too, sat through that as well. But like those type of music is kind of more in my lane of music. SZA, I do love R&B, I do love soul, but I'm not the biggest fan of R&B nowadays. Right? I feel like it just has like a different sound, even though it's still really good. But no, it was still I still like the album. It was really good. So the things that kind of take it away from me is one that it was too long. The run. There wasn't that many features. "23 songs and 4 features. One of them was an ODB sample on the last song. So I don't even know if that counts as a feature. But we'll give it to her 4 features. And I know it's not her fault because she said like a lot of people backed out of their features last minute and stuff. So for anyone, it's hard for me to listen to a 23 track album with no features. It doesn't matter who it is. My favorite artists, anyone. Like King's Disease 3 came out, and that had, I don't remember, I think 17, 16, 14 tracks, I don't know, but it wasn't as long as SZA. And that had no features as well either. Still pretty good. Also definitely could have done without the 5-track run that she did from F to F to, can't remember the name of the song. Was it Special? There was like a 5-track run when she went like pop, where she went like had like a punk song. Kind of reminded me like MGK for some reason. I don't know why. It was like rock, and then it went to kind of Taylor Swifty. So I'm like, I could have done all these 5 tracks. You could take these 5 tracks off, made it an 18-track album. But so if I really don't like those songs, I can just skip it. That's fine. However, she does have a really good singing voice. I do like it. I feel like it's very distinguishable. Like you'll hear SZA's voice and be like, oh yeah, that's SZA. So, good album. Probably give it like a 7.5. Control, I give like an 8.5. So that's what I'm saying. Also, it's her last album. This girl has 2 mixtapes and 2 albums. However, it could definitely be one of those things that it's like, oh, I'm retiring. It's my last album, like 50 Cent, and who else did it? The Game, where like, oh, it's my last album, comes out with a new album, and you're like, okay, well, I guess you're not actually retiring. See that all the time in the music industry. It doesn't matter if it's hip hop, rock, R&B. Doesn't matter. People do it all the time. Yeah. While we're still on the topic of music, I don't know if you guys saw that R. Kelly released an album while in jail. That always surprised me. How the hell do you record music and release it in jail? You have a producer and all that stuff, and it's not like it sounds phoned in. Like when Bobby Shmurda did that verse over the phone, it doesn't sound phoned in. It sounds like this guy's actually in a studio in prison. Like, how does that work? I don't understand. Anyways, I haven't listened to it. I see some people listening to it. I'm just like, damn. You guys really listen to this guy talk about like whatever he's talking about? Because I've seen a clip, and he's basically admitting that he liked older women and younger women, and it's like, no matter how good this guy sounds, the subject matter is what he did. We're gonna listen to it. We know what he did. Reminds me of the Boondocks episode. It was the first episode or second episode with the R. Kelly episode. Absolutely insane. And it's not even him. It's just him who releases music from prison. How do other artists do it? Like Barb's Cartel? I just seen a whole video of this guy in prison making a whole song with a girl in there twerking on him. How? This guy has some crazy like pull and leverage. I know I think about how it is with Vibes though. Like Vibes Cartel, even though he did some bad things, he's still a very influential and pivotal person in Jamaica. So he gives back a lot to the communities, right? So it's just like you make this music, and this music just goes towards Jamaica, like helping fund like schools and everything, anything that Jamaica needs to fund, right? While he's still taking care of, he's in jail. So I think that's why they kind of make the exception for him, because it's like this guy's in jail for what he did, but he's also making music that helps give back to the community, which is fine. But it's just also interesting to me. I always thought jail was like you're locked down, can't do anything. But you ever see on TikTok people have like TVs in jails, iPads, phones, making TikToks and stuff? Absolutely insane. I love it though because it's funny, it's content, but it just makes me wonder. It's like, yeah, like prison should be more about rehabilitation. I don't know how much rehabilitation this is, right? When people are just in prison dancing and stuff. But I guess you make prison absolutely not enjoyable. You make it like you're just locked down, you're getting beat up, you're fighting all these things. It becomes more of like torture than rehabilitation. So at the end of the day, people are just human, right? So I'm not gonna finish this. Like I said, that's as much as I'm gonna eat. I don't wanna fill myself up too much, but I think it was a pretty good video. It's 20 minutes, so pretty good. Osmows, as always, I might give it something great. Actually, I give Osmows like chicken on sticks. I give it like a 7.5, maybe 7, because although it does taste good, it's just an everyday meal. There's nothing special about it. It's just very, very consistent. All right, so. And a lot of times when I look for food every day or something I have every week, I look for consistency more than taste. Because if it tastes good, if it tastes all right, like a 7 out of 10, but it's consistent like 9 out of 10 times, I'll most likely get it all the time. So yeah. But yeah, with that being said, like, comment, share, subscribe. Leave a comment down below if there's anything you want me to talk about, any food you want me to try. Also follow me on First Shoe Review on Instagram. Everything helps. Getting that exposure out there. We're trying to grow this account. I'm trying to be more consistent, so we're gonna try and push out more content, maybe like 2-3 times a week. We'll see, because I am really enjoying this. It's really good, and I really like. I get to eat food. I get to try food, and what more could I ask for? Yeah, peace.